Um, so I didn't know I was going first, so I guess I'll just start.
Set the bar high, let's go.
So I'm Bianca, I'm the maid of honor. I'm Yasmin's youngest sister, her favorite sister, and her only sister. So I remember the day my sister came home and told me about this funny, smart, amazing guy, and well, I actually don't know what happened to that guy, but Richard, I really like you too. So some of you in this room might know that my sister and Richard have been together for 10 years. Pretty amazing, right? Let's give them a round of applause. But what you may not know is that I was also there since the very beginning. And I mean, I have really been there. So when Richard was first interested in my sister, she was too scared to spend time with him alone, so she always asked me to come along when they hung out. And I don't mean like alone, I mean she couldn't even have lunch at Burger King with him, because it's so romantic and intimate there. So now for those of you who really know Richard, I want you to take that in. My sister was afraid of this guy. But for those of you who know my sister really well, you'll know that she wasn't scared of him for any particular reason. Certain situations just make her nervous and anxious. Like I know today she feels really uncomfortable being the center of attention. So I'll turn the spotlight on Richard for a second. Richard, you may think you suffered by having to put up with the third wheel on all of your first dates, but I just want everyone to know that I had to put up with people thinking that I was the one dating you. So we all went to high school together. When my sister was a senior, Richard was a junior, and I was a sophomore. So after my sister graduated, some people, got confused, they got it twisted, they couldn't tell two Asian girls apart. So they thought that I was the one dating Richard. So yeah, that kind of put a dent in my love life. Speaking of, I know sometimes for these speeches, the maid of honor gives some marriage advice, but as you can see, I have no advice to give based on experience, hence the maid. But Richard, I do have some advice on you based on years of experience getting in fights with my sister. When you're right, admit it, or when you're wrong, admit it, and when you're right, say nothing. But in all seriousness, I know that the love you have for one another will get you through any disagreements or conflicts that come up. Like my sister said in her vows today, the relationship hasn't always been rainbows and butterflies, but no matter what, the two of you have always chosen each other. And that's how I know your dedication and commitment to each other will always last and keep you strong. Hi, you are an incredible sister, and I feel so blessed to have grown up with you through the good times and bad. Over the years, we have cried together, laughed together, and had so many amazing memories. I'm so excited for this next chapter in your life. Honestly, I don't think anyone in this room is happier than I am today, because this day not only marks the beginning of your life together forever, but it marks the day that I finally get the other half of the shoe rack I have had to share with you for the last 20 years. Richard, I want to formally welcome you into the family. People have asked me over the years, do you like the guy your sister's dating? And I have to say, I really, truly do. You're honest, kind, and hardworking. You've always treated the family business as your own, even becoming an official part of the family. And you have always been dedicated to doing your best and putting in the work that needs to get done. By now, I'm sure you know Y&B's return policy by heart, but I just want to remind you of our family's strict return policy. Once she's yours, you're stuck with her. No take-backs. Good luck. So let's all raise our glasses to the bride and groom and wish them a lifetime of love and happiness. Cheers.
Cheers. I would just like to thank the newlyweds for having such a beautiful wedding and at the most magical place on earth, and for all of the guests who were able to come and help make this day the most unforgettable experience of both Richard and Yasmin's life. Can I get a round of applause? Now, for those of you who don't know me, My name's Bill. I've known Richard ever since we were both freshmen at the University of Michigan. When I first got the chance to meet him, I didn't realize at first just how much of an impact he would have on my life. And no, I'm not referring to how he would show me up on the basketball court by raining threes from downtown, or how I became an accomplice with him when both him and his roommate, Sonny, stole a pair of shoes from a future NBA shooting guard. If you guys want that story, just come find me. I'll give you all the details later. But over the first year, we spent endless hours together bonding over sports, video games, and our personal favorite pastime, watching people fail miserably on the game show Lingo on the Game Show Network, if any of you guys have ever seen that. Growing up with three sisters, I never had a brother. So after meeting Richard, it really changed my life. I had a person I could confide in, a person that gave me the brotherly advice I never really had growing up. And just like any good brother would, he would make sure to embarrass me in front of any girl I was trying to impress. So if Jillian from second semester Spanish class is out there, I'm talking about you. Now, I know what you all be thinking. All these great times and adventures Richard and I have had together, I must be the most important person in his life. Well, second to Tim Duncan, of course. But even the strongest of friendships pales in comparison to the love that he has for the woman right over there, the now Mrs. Yasmin Lee. Nothing exemplifies this more than when the clock strikes 11:11 every night. Now, if any of you are true friends of them, you know as much as I do the importance of this time. As long as I have known them, over the past 9 years, there's never been a day where he doesn't drop whatever he's doing, no matter where we are, and either through calling, texting, or messaging, lets Yasmin know how much he loves her. I could take him out in the middle of the Himalayas, and I guarantee he would climb to the top of Everest just to get a cell phone signal, just so he can send a text letting her know that he's thinking about her, and he misses her, and that he loves her. Yaz, I've known you for as long as I've been fortunate enough to know Richard. You're a wonderful woman, and I wouldn't want anything but the best for my best friend. May you two never lose the fervent devotion you have to one another, and may your love reach out to a galaxy far, far away. Cheers to the newlyweds, everyone.
Cheers, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. It's a very long and emotional day, and I hope you understand. My wife have cried a couple of times, and I asked her, honey, why you cry? It's a happy day, right? And she said, yeah, I'm happy, but I'm sad. I said, why you sad? She said, because from now on, she will be out our hand. She become wife. She become, somebody else, family. And I said, well, what can we do? She grow up, right? And we have to accept it. And the best we can do is wish her the best, wish her the happiness. And I think that's what we are here for. Wish them the best for their life. And on behalf of our family, I know that Richard and his dad will have a speech too, so on behalf of my wife and I, we thank you everybody for coming here. I know that a lot of friends have problem with flight delays and a lot of other problem, and one couple not still at the airport and try to get in here. I just hope they will be here on time before we close. And from the bottom of our heart, we thank everybody for coming here. And we feel very lucky to have you in our life. And with that, let's toast and congratulations to Richard and Yasmin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yang. That was awesome. That was Khanh speaking. Now we're going to bring up Richard's father. I tell you what, he was awesome, wasn't he? That was great. Nice job.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much to come here to celebrate my son Richard and his beautiful bride Yasmin. I'm so proud. Okay, today is a special day, and we are together to celebrate this great marriage. From today, our big two family will come bind together. Let's okay, as you know, this wedding prepared very well. Before I come here, I received the email document from Yasmin and Richard. From this document, we can see everything prepared and planned very well. I can see the two new couple prepare the future, no any problem. Okay. And from this document, I see the future of their business. Okay, and we can see the business need sodium. Okay, and Shakespeare said, the sodium is a part of luck. Okay, okay, so just okay, no problem. Okay. Okay, to my son Richard and his beautiful bride Yasmin for their loving and long and meaningful marriage. Cheers.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Richard. Very few of you might know me as Chade. Thank you everyone for coming here. I know it was very hard for everyone to come in the middle of the week. I would also like to thank both of our family and our parents for helping us make this day happen. I don't want to name off anyone individually because you guys are all equally loved by us. So without further ado, I just want to thank every single one of you for coming. Enjoy dinner, have a great time. I'm going to turn the mic over to Yasmin now.
Most of what he said. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone for
She wants to thank everyone for flying out here. And she loves all of you equally. Let the dinner services begin.